Long time no see. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video. And yeah, I want to look back on a life of enemies bested, challenges met, and financial success like anybody else, right? But here we are, looking back at, I think for me, uh, going on a long time of cryptocurrency commentating. I know I've been away for a while, but I'm back, and we're gonna get down to business now. And I want to talk about like where I've seen the cryptocurrency world evolve from. As far, I mean, even just like the financial world has evolved so much because of the internet. And like we have like this DraftKings sort of class of cryptocurrency people who've come into the fray in the past 4 or so years because of the popularization of things like apps and stuff, who are far different from the sort of folk who we were, and myself included. We, as a cryptocurrency community, were a completely different breed a few years ago, as opposed to the way that things are currently cooking down there in the financial sector and beyond. And what I've seen as far as the adoption of the digital world and its assimilation and various different approximations, all the way up and down the board. Now, we've seen the world completely go digital and all the different things thereof that have had to change as a result of that are like beyond imagination to somebody in 2018, 2017, back when we were sort of a separate class, people who are interested in Bitcoin and stuff, especially back in like 2012. For those of us who've been thinking about these things and had to like listen to people around us tell us that digital assets weren't going to be the end all be all, it's like, um baffling now to such a statement. Is like you'd be I mean, it's just unheard of. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. Um and then it's just like, and then but still we're here, right? It's like, okay, so yeah, Bitcoin probably still will be worth $1 million in the future, but like at that point, what's $1 million going to buy? Maybe I don't really know what like the final irony of the unfolding of the current situation is actually going to be, especially with what you see happening with like AI and stuff like that. It's like, so what are we going to look at? Like billionaires on the front of like every headline, just while everybody else is just like can't even go to like a menial number crunching job because the AI could just do it so much easier, or at least like can put on the facade of doing it so much easier. I mean, for what it's worth, like accountants and stuff like that, they need their jobs, So like AI is just essentially going to lift the. I think it's going to cuck the evolutionary development of humanity in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, humanity is in for a big cuck. Evolution, evolutionarily speaking, that's what I think everybody's missing out on when it comes to talking about crypto and stuff like that aside. It's like, oh yeah, no, they don't even need to print. They don't even need to cut down the trees anymore. They just go right ahead and yeah, they just go right ahead and put the numbers on the board, and the Homo sapiens fall in line. People get the so it's like this like broken phone Black Mirror future where we're all like at this um unending Burning Man festival that's going to be going on. It's like people just psychedelics and all this crap are just going to like are just the future of humanity. It's like we're all obligated to enjoy a leisurely trip to the movies to go see the next 50th installment of Iron Man, and you'll love it. You'll love it. That's the that's really the total irony of all that, is like the humanity and like all right, so yeah, we had like the chimpanzee, and now we're at the point where we're just going to have like this neutralized version of the modern man that's just like a shell of our former selves. I had this thought, and I guess it's the whole point of making this video. It was yeah, I hope that they have like a new Amish for like people who just want to live in like 1990. You know, if you just want to drive a car and like have a buddy who's a mechanic and go to work as an accountant or whatever, you just pick like whichever one of those you want to do, and we could all just live in a bubble while everybody else can go lose all their money to pump and dumps and the Dogecoin or whatever and fight inflation or all that craziness. It's like it really makes you wonder. It's just like to what extent is the information superhighway sort of just folding in on itself, creating a portal, and you know, at the end of the day, um, you know, just causing mental illness. It's like, okay, so yeah, so we had, you know, we have this narrative unfolding right now where it's like we have to sort of adapt to this new technology. It's like these new quote unquote new things, right? So ever since the dawn of humanity, there's never been you know, we're somehow advancing, right? Like somehow technology is you know, there's this myth that technology is advancing, I guess, right? It's like to think that the new iPhone is somehow pulling us further out of the stone age, but that's simply not the case, I suppose, right? We're not climbing out of the stone age further every year. Like you look at the new model of cars and like them being electric and stuff like that, it's like the it's the it's the illusion of progress, I guess. Or like there have to be new like you know, this facade of like a new item coming out every year, like a new release or stuff like that. But like it makes you wonder, like at what point did we flop? Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see where Bitcoin and all those things go. You know, good luck everybody in your pursuit to get the Bugatti and all that stuff. We'll see how things go from here on out. But nice to be back. Nice to be rocking and rolling with you. I'll be around.